why is it so important to help others?
I think it's important to help others because there's one quote saying that nobody's perfect. So helping people is one of the best way to make the person, a better person. Like for example, when I was young, I was bad at math, so my dad would help me, and look at me now, I have 90s in math, and like I'm really happy. Or for example, like some kid was on drug or smoking, and he goes on rehab, and people help him to quit smoking. That is like helping others is like the most crucial weapon for changing someone's life.
What do you like the most about your placement?
What do I like most in my placement is the kids. The kids blows my mind almost every time I go there. Like every time I go there or visit them, it's like something new to me. Like I'm going to my outreach to redo my hours that I missed, and I think that I'm gonna discover new stuff again on that day, Friday. Yeah. The kids there are so amazing that I just want to stay there forever.
What was challenging at your placement?
I think the biggest challenge for me in my placement was to discover what kids like. For example, one kid, Alexi, he loves biking, but I didn't realize for like 3 weeks. So like he was trying to beg me, like, so I'm like, his begging was doing this, and I didn't realize that this was a message that he wants to go bicycle or do whatever he wants. For example, like he likes pressure, he's like push him on his body or like tickle him, he likes it and he does that. And I didn't know what to do with that, and then I asked teacher 2 weeks later that what does that mean. He said like he wants more. So the challenge is to realize what the kids like and how do they send the message to us or the teachers. That was the biggest challenge for me.
Would you come back to volunteering?
Yeah, of course I want to go back to volunteering because volunteering makes me very happy. Makes me feel useful for the world. Because sometimes I don't feel useful. Like I don't like help enough. I don't help enough people. So by doing that, it makes me proud to be a human in the world. Because to be a human in the world, you need honesty, generosity, bravery, and yeah, there's the three parts that is important. Like I said earlier, so volunteering is very important in my life. Yeah.
How do you feel after a shift at your placement?
I have 2 sides of feeling after my shift. First side is the positive side. Is I feel very happy that I help people, and that I put a smile on their face. Like all the kids, like every time I go there, they're happy because they see me helping and they know that I'm a helper. But and the other side is like not so negative, but yeah, it could be positive and negative. But anyways, I always felt I need to do more after. Like I think 2 hours wasn't enough. So like every time like I do my shift, at the end I always think I'm still at the beginning. Like I'm beginning my shift. Like 2 hours later, so I still want to do work. I stay in class to clean the class and just leave.
Should volunteering be mandatory in our society?
I think volunteering should be mandatory in our society because people need help, and like we have everything we need, but people don't. So it's our opportunity to like actually help people that in need. For example, like my placement, teachers who need help for special needs kids, and like I have experience for special needs kids since my niece has autism. So I think it's like a very mandatory in our society because it gives people a smile on their face when they see us helping others.
How did volunteering change your life?
How did volunteering change my life? First off, I have a niece that has autism, and my placement somehow got ended up to JFK for special needs kids. I went to the teacher, said that I had experience for autism, so they put me in a higher level of the classes, right? Because it's like primary school, elementary school, high school, right? So I went to high school of the special needs kids, and it changed my life because I thought that the challenge would be the same thing as my niece, but it was a whole different level because there was a lot of kids. I had to manage them, like to make them organized, like to do stuff by their own, like put the coats and clean the dishes. It really blew my mind how the teachers do the work with the kids. It's really important for me.
What are your most important values? Explain.
The most important values in my life is honesty. Well, because honesty is something that actually shows the real person of someone, or like the real image. For example, like some kids, they fake, or like they think they treat people that they're rich, or like they're like the best at everything, but in real life they're really bad at everything except for like math, example, or French, or anything in school or whatever. They think that they're like the best, or like they don't need to study, but ends up failing and like drop out of school. Yeah. And another important value for me is generosity. Like my school, my placement, JFK, but like of the special needs kids, is you need a lot of generosity for that, because some kids, they don't like special needs kids, or like they think it's like not the trend of life, because like they think it's like hats and cool and stuff. But like I think generosity is really important for me in my placements, because like I said, bravery, or like being generous, of helping the teachers. Yeah.
How would you act if you could restart outreach?
How would I act if outreach would restart again? I would be very happy if outreach would restart again, because one is I love the kids at my placement. I love them very much. Second, in placement, I'm not the only one who goes to that placement. There's like a lot of friends, like Kayla, Catherine, Thomas, Amanda, Angelo, Daniel, and Megan. Right? It gave me the opportunity to know them. So outreach really helped me to go in the challenge of a lot of kids and connect with my partners or my colleagues of the outreach.
In your everyday behavior, what are you doing that is morally right and wrong?
What I'm doing that is morally right is how, like, since I have experience on autism, like I try to because like I said earlier, that there's a lot of kids, so they're all different kids, so like they're different acts. Like example, if thing happy, they hit their head, or if they're happy, they're screaming, like thinking that we think that they're mad, but actually they're happy. So that thing that I'm morally right is to actually think what they're doing, or how do they act, so I can help them, or how can I like make them a better person, or like a more organized person as an autism kid. What I was doing morally wrong is I realized that every week at my placement I've been doing the same thing over and over, like doing group activities, or make like chores. For example, one kid has to like put the recycle bin in like the big recycle bin in the front. I've been doing the same thing over and over, and the thing I'm doing wrong is not doing new stuff, right? Like what I mean by new stuff is like experience new things from the kids, like to discover what are their real abilities. For example, one of my kids is Abudzi. He was like the painter of the whole school. He's like the best artist of the school. So it really blew my mind how I discovered his talent.